Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Fat Boy Fitness. Blades Fitness sucks. I'm just a fat dude that's trying to not be fat anymore. I'm not a health guru, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not anything like that. Any advice I give is something I picked up off of somewhere else on YouTube. I encourage you to seek out the experts if you need assistance in those endeavors. Uh, Today's excuse was back pain. When you're a kid and you fall out of the tree house or fall off the roof, fall off your skateboard, whatever it is, you just get up and you keep driving on. When you're 50, you can hurt your back getting up out of bed in the morning. So, because I slept funny, and it's self-imposed. It's something I did to myself, but it's not going to stop me today. It's what's held me up so far, but it's not going to hold me up anymore. So I've got these rings on my pull-up bar. Our ultimate goal is to do 30 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, 10 deep knee bends, 5 pull-ups, and then run a 10-minute mile. And we're a long ways from there, so we can't let it slow us down. So I have a pull-up bar. I have these rings hanging from it. If you started watching the video so far, let the video play all the way to the end so that the algorithm tells YouTube that people are paying attention. I don't care if you watch it, go wander off, go do something else. Just let it play all the way to the end. And also, if you know somebody in my condition, share it with them. Maybe this will help them. This will help them get along too. So, I got these shoulder height. This week I've got my toes just on the line, and I'm going to do 30 pull-ups this way.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do not have to keep pace with me. 7, 8. Yes, my feet are sliding. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 29, we're going to stop at halfway down. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30.
Ooh.
Okay. Now I'm doing push-ups at about a 50-degree angle on the countertop. I don't know if you can actually see the countertop. The hardest part about this is keeping your back straight. I can't see what my back's doing. I can't feel what my back's doing because I'm busy trying to look at my toes. So I'm going to do 30 of these. Or are we on 25? I don't know. Let's see if I can do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Woo.
That hurts. If anybody's curious, yes, I am still sore from Monday. And that is almost enough to make you not want to do it. Now we're going to do a modified plank. Put my body at about a 45-degree angle, trying to keep my back straight. I can't see my back. Up on my elbows. I'm going to go for 2 minutes. Make sure that I don't rest my chest on my arms. Again, trying to keep my back straight. This is a long 2 minutes too. Actually, this one's getting kind of easier. When I get to, I need to get the pull-ups to the 45-degree, or the push-ups to the 45-degree angle. And then we need to move over to the bathtub. And then we'll move to knees, and then we'll go to the actual push-up. So we've got probably another week on the countertop, maybe 2 weeks on the tub. I could buy a bench, I could build stuff, I could do all kinds of cool stuff that would make this different. But the whole idea of doing it this way is so that you can start with what you've got. Don't use the excuse that I have to buy something. I can't start till I buy this piece of equipment. I can't afford this piece of equipment yet, so I'm just not going to start yet. Don't let that be the case. Just start with what you got. Do your pull-ups on the door frame if you have to. In the first couple of weeks, we did them standing straight up between the door. Just start with what you got. It is a long 2 minutes. All right. All right. Now let's do some deep knee bends. Stop the clock, clear it off, get ready for next time. I'm kind of pushing through. I'm kind of just powering through this today. Because if I let myself think about it, I'll find an excuse to stop. Like I said, back's kind of hurting. Muscles are kind of sore. My back is aching and my muscles are sore. But there's a cheerleader. There's that cheer squad. I'll find out the cheer and I'll sing it for you next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Shake it off. Dog, I'm not petting you. I'm working out. I'm going to put the mat over here. See if the mat will stop my feet from sliding. My feet sliding out from underneath me is the scariest part. Well, are you going to scratch that itch or be done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta slow down. I'm letting inertia take over. 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together. 15, 16, 17. Get that full chest effect. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. All right. Hey, keep in mind, when you're hanging rings from these, or whether you're trying to do pull-ups from this or whatever, make sure you put it on the outside of the door frame, not the part that's hanging from the door jamb, because that's just hanging from the trim. If you pull here, you'll just pull it down. If you pull here, you're pulling against the, you're using leverage to keep it all put up against the frame. I feel like I need to say that every week, just in case somebody decides to try it. I don't want anybody falling down, getting hurt. My son likes to come in here and just jump up and grab it wherever. But he only weighs 80 pounds. Okay, about a 60-degree angle, 50 to 60-degree angle, 60 to 50-degree angle. 1, 2, 3. You can change the intensity. 4, by moving your feet closer or further apart. 6, and your hands further apart. 7, 8, 9, 10. I find it easier. 11, 12 to keep my back straight. 13 if I let my heels come off the ground. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. Whew. Yes, yes indeed. That hurts. Hurts is not the right word. It burns. It burns like holy water. I mean, no, it's Halloween season. I've already started. I already have a jack-o'-lantern sitting out front that I don't think anybody's noticed yet. All right, moving into the modified plank position. Starting the clock for 2 minutes. Try to keep my back straight. Keep my chest up off my arms. I posted a picture on Facebook. We have a hibiscus out front that my wife didn't water for a week or two, just so we could have some yellow and orange leaves in our front yard. Because we live in Houston, where there are no seasons. We have the hot season and the cool season. And I am looking forward to the cool season, when the days don't get over 80 and you don't feel like you're going to melt when you step outside. I'm just talking to distract myself so I don't think about this long 2 minutes and the intensity in my butt and my groin and my sides. But we're almost there. But yeah, I've started putting Halloween decorations out already. A little bit at a time, see if anybody notices. time. Can't talk. I'm watching the clock. Stop the clock. Clear it off. Shake my arms a little. And you turn it all about. Alright, 10 deep knee bends. Everything pops and creaks. My back, my knees, my elbows, everything pops and creaks when I move. It's crazy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right. Last set, and then we'll go to the treadmill. Oh, I need a mat. That did help a while ago. Last set. Or at least it made me think it helped a while ago. And that's what's important. So that I don't feel like I'm going to fall down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You do not have to keep pace with me. 12, 13, 14. You could just be marching in place. 15, 16. We're going for a nice walk. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're eating popcorn. 22, 23, 24. Man, I miss beer. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 1/4, 9 1/2, 9 3/4, 10, and 30. Alright, that's mean. Alright. I'm getting pretty good at those. So we're about ready for the next step. Next week, I'll continue this on Friday, but then next week we'll lower these rings to about waist high, and we'll have to do a different setup. Maybe I'll sit on the floor and start lifting my body up off the floor, or maybe I'll lay down on the floor and pull my body up. We'll have to see where that goes next Monday. But for now, we're gonna finish the week like this. That was the third set for today. Here's our third set of push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up to 30. All right. All right. Whew. Okay, we already cleared it off. Move the mat back just a little bit. Try to get as close to 45 degrees as possible. And go. So yeah, if you're playing along at home, I'd like you to leave a comment. Tell me what it is you're doing. Are you doing the same exercises I'm doing? Are you substituting exercises? Are you walking for the whole 30 minutes? You know, or maybe you have a workout routine that's much more intense. Maybe you're running on a snow climber or whatever it is my friend Lori uses that makes it feel like she's running through sludge, uphill, in the snow, in her garage, in Amarillo where it's 400 degrees outside. Well, maybe, you know what, maybe not, because this is the first week of September, first day of September. Her temperature's probably dropped today. She's probably already in the 60s. They're probably getting ready for snow, especially with all the moisture from the Hurricane Ida that just passed through. We're very fortunate over here on this side in Texas. We weren't affected by Hurricane Ida, but it slammed Louisiana pretty hard, didn't it? I feel for all the people over there. If you're able to make a contribution to help them out, please do. My friends in like 3 Dot Diva Davies in Ohio, it's probably about ready to snow there. That wouldn't surprise me at all. My other buddy Jack's up in Oregon. Same thing. I'm sure he's already got his scarecrows out. All right. That's it for that. Ow. All right. Stop it. Clear it off. Shake it off. Put the mat away. Today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Alright, here we go. It's been Wednesday all day. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right, get a little drink. Get the camera. Carefully tilt the camera so that you can see the yard work but not the laundry or the dust or the dog hair. Oh my God, the dog hair is ridiculous. But I will let you see the wife's books and her collection of stuffed animals. Step over the big dog, get up on the treadmill, drop the phone in place. Now let's see. Hopefully the treadmill just turns on this time. We don't have any problems. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes it just works. Sometimes I have to fight with it. If I had to guess, I'd say it's dust. Shorten it out somewhere. Well, this happens every couple of days, doesn't it? If that fixed it, then I know what it is. Yeah, it's that outlet. Okay, we got to do something about that outlet. All right, at least I narrowed it down. I know what to check from now on. I can check it before we start, and maybe even fix the outlet. Got to pin the little string onto me so that when I fall, the treadmill doesn't just keep going. The magnet's pulled off, and the treadmill doesn't keep going. Because if the treadmill keeps going when you fall, you just roll like this on it. All right, so we're going to do. We want to do 5 minutes at 3, and we want to do a minute at 4. So that leaves 4 minutes. So we'll do 3 minutes at 3 and 1 minute at 2.5. So let's go 2.5. We'll go for 1 minute at 2.5. So who else has their Halloween decorations up? I'm really kind of excited. The only downfall is that right now I'm still really trying to lose weight, which means I can't just buy up all the Halloween candy. I certainly can't buy any Halloween candy right now because I will eat it all between now, and we'll have to buy it 3 or 4 more times between now and Halloween. And there's no safe place either. I could say, well, I'll take it over to my parents' house. No, my mother will eat it. Take it over to my daughter's house. No, she will eat it. Okay, going up to 3. Got an alarm going off. Don't know why I have an alarm going off. That's crazy talk. Hopefully it doesn't affect my recording. So yeah, I used to assemble pieces of equipment for the oil and gas industry, and we used to handle big 100 and 200 pound valves all the time. And you know, we were big strapping young men. We'd pick that 100-pound valve up like it was nothing. We'd hold it up in place. There were jack stands available. There were forklifts available. But you know, we couldn't be bothered with all that. We were tough. I sure am paying for the price for it now, though. Every time I get up out of bed, my back hurts and my knees ache. It comes into play when it's time to motivate myself to get up and get to work. And I guarantee you, there are 20 million other people in the same boat. Their feet hurt. Their back aches. Their head hurts. There are 20 million other people in the exact same boat. Guarantee you. So, if you have your excuse about what almost stopped you from working out today, let us know. Now, I'm not talking actual excuses. You know, if you're holed up from a hurricane or you're in the fetal position because one of your parents died, those are actual reasons. You know, that's excused. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about there's no real reason other than just having a hard time getting my butt off the couch, and I'm looking for a reason to blame. Today it's my back hurting. So hopefully I'll lose enough weight that won't be an issue anymore. I will tell you this, I've lost weight before. I lost a whole lot of weight back in 2009, which I have to be careful because when I lost all the weight in 2009, I ended up getting my wife pregnant. maybe I'll get so lucky again. But one of the things I found out was when I started losing weight, okay, going up to 3.5. When I started losing weight, the intensity of the workouts became where they weren't quite so intense. You know, walking 2 miles in 20 minutes at 250 pounds is not as much a workout as walking 2 miles in 20 minutes at 300 pounds. You're not carrying as much weight. You're not burning as many calories. And the more weight you lose, the lower it gets. So I may get a backpack or one of them weight vests to kind of even that out, to at least keep the intensity up for a while, to help the weight come off. We'll have to see where we are on that when we get there. I've lost 11 pounds, over 11 pounds now. Trending down. That's what we want to see. I'm more interested in clothes that fit than I am not breaking the scale when I step on it. Being able to wear my favorite clothes instead of buying new clothes. But you know, part of the joy of losing weight is you get to go buy new clothes, right? I mean, that's one of the downfalls of gaining weight. Why wouldn't it be the joy of losing weight? You have to go buy some of the new fashions. I get a new Christmas sweater. I get a new Halloween sweater. Woohoo! Halloween is rapidly approaching. My dogs don't like this. They don't understand why I'm talking. They think I'm talking to them because there's nobody else in the room. I got one wants to go out. She's going to have to wait just a few more minutes. I'm at 6 minutes. I still have 3.5 minutes to go. Plus a 1 minute cool down. So I know I am not the only one in this situation. Again, what are you doing different? What's changed for you since we've started this journey together? Have you lost any weight? Have you gained any traction on your fitness goals? Have you found a recipe that you love and you want to share? Tell us about it. Put it in the comments below. Meet me over on my Facebook site, Blades Fitness Sucks. Or meet me on Instagram, Blades Fitness Sucks. Probably start a newsletter. People start sending me recipes and success stories. I'll probably start gathering them and put them in a newsletter. But until then, just about everything I have to say, I'm saying now. How are we doing on time? 7:30. 7 minutes, 30 seconds, not 7:30 at night. So we have about another minute and a half at 3.5 miles an hour. Then we'll jump up to 4 for the last minute. Nothing exciting going on here. Been making runs to Goodwill all day long. My storage unit went up in price, and so we decided to empty the storage unit. Kids got new school clothes, had to buy them all new school clothes, so we took all their old school clothes and all the stuff from the studio. I used to have an art studio in Oklahoma, and all the stuff from the art studio has just been sitting in a storage unit. And so part of today was gathering it all up. Not all of it, I stuffed like 3 more loads. Gathering it up and taking it to Goodwill. Donated some of it. Had a couple of baby car seats and stuff. Donated them to a church up the road. All right, here we go. Last minute, going up to 4 miles an hour. Whew. Surely we can do it for a minute. We'll see. Got to stretch them legs out. We got to get to where we can do 6 minute miles, right? Or not 6 minute miles, 6 miles an hour. If I'm going to do a 10-minute mile, I got to get to 6 miles an hour. So I got to stretch my stride out. I'm going to have to start jogging before long. But I'm not sure I care about that. Ooh, that's a long minute. That's like doing planks. All right, so here's our cool down minute. Thank you so much for joining me. I got to talk through the whole walk so that I can, that's my self-test to know that I'm not going too fast. If you're going too fast to talk, then you're not getting enough air, you're not breathing enough oxygen. You got to have oxygen to burn fat, and fat leaves your body through carbon dioxide. So that's pretty cool. But I don't want to just come to a complete stop all of a sudden, because that makes my legs ache. So we'll just go for low, slow, low and slow. All my friends have a low rider. All right. Thank you guys. Be sure and like and subscribe and share it. Click the notification button, and we'll see you Friday.